He needed an escape from this world, cause since the loss of his girl, his life ain't been the same. His mind and beliefs have both changed. And time moves slowly, and life's a lot more lonely. The road was once smooth, but now it's rugged and stony. So he grabs his only relief from this grief, a sixth string that gives him the strength with trouble the weak. It's like she speaks to him through the chords and notes. It's how he copes when he feels he's at the end of his rope. It's not that the strings and frets help him to forget, it's the melodies that remind him how good times were spent. And with each rhythm, the pain starts subsiding. He departs from crying, he feels his soul flying. And with each strum he knows that the time will come when both his and her souls will reunite as one. Compositions cure his condition, even though that she's gone and missing, he knows she still listens. So he plays his tunes midnight, morning and noon. Each song tells a story like ancient runes. Each note that he plays takes away the gloom and gives back the strength that the pain used to consume. Some days are harder than others, knowing she's gone, but he learned to bring her back just by playing these songs. So on nights when he finds that it's hard to sleep, he just plays his guitar and makes it gently weep. It was like heaven when he touched those strings. It felt like heaven when he touched those strings. It took him to heaven when he touched those strings. It felt like heaven when he touched those strings.
It was never quite clear why she was chosen this life, and how she could never move forward like she was frozen in ice. On those dark and lonely nights, she'd hold her rosary tight and call out to the heavens above. Cause when she was a toddler, her father sexually abused her, and even though he did the wrong, he labeled her the loser. And if she ever told the soul, he promised he would shoot her and claim that it was all in love. He was an alcoholic, high off medication for depression, numb from sedatives. His views were negative since adolescence. He had no essence, he had no form of self-expression, cause he drank so much liquor that he couldn't manage a sentence. He griped and grumbled, she remained polite and humble. She served his every need, cause if not she knew she'd bleed. She learned her lesson quickly and never said a word, cause it was better for her if he was never disturbed. She was the woman of the house since her mom passed away, and when her father looked at her, all he saw was her mother's face. And she could hardly wait until that time of the day where she could go up to her room and escape to another place. But when her father fell asleep, she grabbed a guitar, and instantly she was freed from the scabs and the scars. It was the greatest relief because her mind was at peace, and she was away from the touch that she hated so much. Bottom line, yo, she hated his guts. And even though she dreamed of happiness, she was making it up, cause good things were non-existent in the life that she knew. But at least for a night she could pretend it was true. So she strummed those chords and reached out to the Lord and dreamed those dreams about castles, kings and queens. And she played away every bit of her sorrow, cause she knew she'd have to face tomorrow. It was like heaven when she plucked those strings. It felt like heaven when she plucked those strings.